Hello, everybody. So we have a wild situation going on right now. I have been deep in meditation, and really, this has been a long time coming. It's been building for the past 4 or 5 days. Many in our community are talking about it. We have a huge CME taking place. It was scheduled to be coming in later on today through tomorrow. However, it arrived early. It is extraordinarily powerful. It is definitely expected to mess with the geomagnetic field as well as our GPS systems. We all know that that also is going to translate onto our own bodies, our own structure, our own energetic beings. Our central nervous system is taking a huge hit right now, and that isn't the only piece that's happening. So this stuff is no joke. We also are experiencing the reverberation from an asteroid hit that wasn't detected until after it entered our atmosphere, and it struck somewhere along the area of Iceland. It was quite a large asteroid, and it really was felt throughout the entire Earth's grid and the entire surface of the energy field within the Earth structure. So many of us started feeling that very early. Those of you in the ASTROLOLIFE community, I know that you have been getting a heads up intuitively about this stuff probably since Wednesday of last week. It's been very incredibly insane. Some of the things you might be feeling, because that's really important to be able to identify how these events are affecting you so that you can have the knowledge to understand that these aren't just random situations in which you've got something wrong with you or there's something physically going on where there's no clear answer. All of this is totally normal to feel. It's totally expected, especially if you are working on gaining knowledge to grow and to understand more about who you are. The more you understand about yourself and the more you sort of open up and expand your idea of knowing that you're more than just a human body, you're also expanding your knowledge about what else is out there, about what is really going on under the surface. So when you start to ask questions, you of course gain more intelligence. When you gain more intelligence on a subject, you're going to feel more, and then your intuitive self is going to call you towards more information. That's why a lot of us that have really worked hard on ourselves spiritually, we're kind of feeling this like really intensely, to say the least. Okay. So right now we are under a huge geomagnetic storm warning. CME hit very strong. It has been going on since late last night. We did have some CME activity over the past 3 or 4 days, and nothing that's even close to as strong as this. It's kind of been building to this. Extremely powerful, one of the most powerful that I have seen in quite some time. We talked about that asteroid. What are you going to feel? It's going to make you feel ungrounded. It's going to make you feel like the earth is almost like you have anxiety. You start to feel really scared, really concerned about your survival, thoughts about, random events occurring that would affect your livelihood in so many different ways. That's normal when we hit an asteroid situation that moves on into the interior structure of the earth. We can feel that along the ley lines of the earth. Those of you not familiar with it, we talk about this kind of stuff on the ASTROLOLIFE channel because we really have a thirst for knowledge about what we are beyond what we were taught. So as you start to expand into quantum physics and you start to understand the earth structure and all of those things, you kind of understand this more and more. So if you want more info, definitely go to ASTROLOLIFE and subscribe and make sure you hit the notifications bell, and you can learn lots and lots about these things so you know kind of what's happening with you. So we've got that energy within the earth that's moving in. How do you stay balanced? I've got like a whole list of stuff here from everybody in the community. I love all of you guys. We've really been hanging on together, working our way through this. How you stay balanced throughout all of this. Few things have been working really well. One is any activity that is going to relate you to the earth's energy. So if you're able to get outside, let's say it's nicer out in your area, it's beautiful and sunny and warm, you can definitely go for a nature walk. That's fantastic. If you can't, listening to nature sounds, specifically trickling water, birds, things like that, really will center out that central nervous response that you're having about the grounding and help to really balance things through. Also, breathing techniques to anchor your energy down. So a really good technique is to take a deep breath in And then when you breathe out, on the out breath, just visualize the energy going all the way from your forehead down all the way to the tips of your feet, tips of your toes, all the way into the earth. So breathing in from the earth, and then breathing out back down into the earth. This is not a time where you want to breathe in and you want to go up to the cosmic energy, especially if you're feeling some of this out of body stuff that's going on. So I've got a lot of people talking about feeling dizzy, disconnected, nauseated, heavy, anxious, fearful, depressed, old emotions coming up. If you're erring on that side, keep yourself grounding. Don't try to filter more energy in. If you're feeling like you're so floating that you can barely connect in conversations with people, I'm also hearing a lot of that where people just totally feel like they're not of this earth right now. You don't want to be connecting in cosmically. You are going to run the risk of short-circuiting your central nervous system field, which is going to exhaust your adrenals, and it's going to throw you into some physical responses that are less than desirable. So let's stick to grounding right now, guys. Unless you're super intuitively drawn to doing otherwise, grounding is going to be key. Even standing up, doing different yoga poses where you are able to, the mountain pose, anchor your feet in, doing downward dog, anchoring your feet in, doing child's pose. All of those things are going to generate that energy for you to be oriented downward. Also, in the Astrolo Yoga, when you first come to our ASTROLOLIFE page, you're going to see suggested videos for Astrolo Yoga for the month or ASTROLOLIFE for the month, and that's going to give you a list of all the great things to be doing right now and what stones you should be carrying from your Astrolo gift bags. All of that information is available to those in the community. Okay, so listening to nature sounds, all of that is good. Why is this happening right now? We are leading into a huge shift that's going to be occurring around the solstice energy. So we are just a few days out from that solstice. We are a few days out from the full moon. That full moon is going to powerfully be moving in Virgo, which is our information, our knowledge holder. It is an extraordinarily powerful center. So we're going to have this massive opening taking place on that full moon, which is numerologically also a high spiritual day. We will talk about that in the astrology class. Everybody in the community, I got you on that one. I just finished recording it. Wow, it's going to be a doozy. We can handle this. So we've got all of that moving in on the 18th, and then we're going to get whammied on the 20th when we move through that massive energy coming in the solstice. And from the energy and the frequency of what's happening, it's almost like there's a gateway opening right now, and we are getting the opportunity to shed the things that we need to let go of so that we can direct our frequency into what we want to bring with us. In doing so, it's also causing an upgrade of information throughout our cells. What I mean by that is the Hertz frequencies of our cells are going from one frequency and they're going up even higher. So that's going to leave you with the feelings of exhaustion and the feelings of kind of being disoriented. Totally normal. It's okay. I promise. We've been working on this. You guys know what's going on. This is not new stuff. These are things that our ancients knew forever. These are things that have been spoken about in countless levels of scripture and theology and science and all of these different things that we study. So we know this. So don't panic. We've got it. Most of all, you guys know that I'm here for you. I'm going to be in and out all week. I spent the past week or so really grounding myself into this energy to provide you guys with the most unbiased information to help you understand what you need to understand, because that's what we do. I give you all the information that I can, and then you guys, it's up to you to use your intuition to formulate it into your own, because that's what's going to give you your own power, being able to listen to yourself. So I will keep you guys up to date as much as I can. Anyone who has any questions, please hit up the notes. I'm always here. You guys know that. I love you to pieces. We're doing this. We're at that final kicker that we've been talking about for years. So let's just keep our heads on straight. Know that together we are so strong. We've got this, and I'm here for you guys. Okay, I will talk to you guys soon. I love you to pieces. Hang in there and enjoy the beginning of this new beginning as we are trying our best to stay nice and balanced. We've got this.